Look around any college campus or commute in India, and you'll see Boat. They are the undisputed king of Indian audio, commanding fierce Gen Z loyalty and a massive 10,000 crore rupee valuation. But the foundation of that empire is starting to crack. The company is currently preparing for a massive 2,000 crore IPO, and their timing looks impeccable on the surface. After bleeding 129 crore in 2023, Boat filed their paperwork boasting a sudden, highly convenient 61 crore rupee profit. This chart contrasts Boat's declared profit against their total financial obligations. Down here is that newly minted 61 crore profit, and towering directly above it is a staggering debt pile exceeding 5,000 crores. While executives were finalizing these financials, the company suffered a major operational failure. The personal data of 7.5 million Boat customers was leaked onto the dark web, deeply fracturing brand trust precisely when they needed it most. But the most alarming contradiction sits hidden in the fine print of the IPO filing itself. During the exact same year Boat magically became profitable, their actual sales revenue shrank. So how exactly does a brand that is losing sales, dealing with compromised customer data, and carrying massive debt suddenly manufacture profit right before asking the public for billions of rupees? This graph reveals the mechanics behind their 61 crore profit. Revenue slightly dips, but operating costs drop faster. They manufactured a margin by slashing expenses. Meanwhile, their core audio business slowed to 6% growth, and smartwatches suffered a 40% crash. Achieving profitability by cutting costs while your main product line stagnates and secondary products crash points to a stalling growth engine rather than a thriving tech company. This data visualization of customer retention illustrates a massive flaw in their consumer psychology. According to their own internal data from 2022, out of every 10 people who buy a Boat product, only 3 ever return to buy another. They acquired their massive market share through what psychologists call a hype cycle. Instead of investing heavily in research, development, and new technology, Boat poured its capital into intense celebrity endorsement campaigns to drive initial sales. They relied on expensive star power to project a cool factor. While this strategy generates immediate attention, it does absolutely nothing to improve the actual product quality or the long-term user experience. Even their made-for-India emotional appeal has serious caveats. While they claim over 75% of their products are made locally, the majority of the internal components are imported. They rely heavily on a joint venture with Dixon Technologies strictly for final surface-level assembly. This operational structure leaves them incredibly fragile. Over 55% of Boat's entire revenue comes from just 2 online platforms. Furthermore, they carry the burden of an unresolved 436 crore rupee customs dispute. Strip away the marketing, and Boat is built on rented attention and rented assembly lines. They lack the proprietary technological moat required to defend their market share long-term. This diagram visualizes Boat's strategic nightmare. Trapped in the middle, they take fire from both sides. From the top, global giants with massive R&D budgets heavily discount older premium models. From the bottom, brands like Realme offer premium features at budget prices. This is the caliber a legacy audio engineering Boat is suddenly forced to compete against on the global stage. A company cannot outmarket superior technology once the prices equalize. This exposes the real danger of their IPO. As a private company, you can obscure operational flaws behind celebrity marketing. But as a publicly traded company, Boat will be mercilessly scrutinized every single quarter on their hard sales numbers and their actual technological output. As Boat asks the public for 2,000 crore rupees, investors have to evaluate the math over the marketing. Are you buying a stake in a company with a sustainable technological future, or are you just catching the tail end of a dying emotional waves?